FoCo Fondo is in the books. Done and dusted. That's 10 weeks of training. I got on my stats here. May 10th was the first day that I actually got my gravel bike, got on my gravel bike. That was 10 weeks ago. My goal with the FoCo Fondo was to come in 10th place for my age group and to finish in 3 hours and 20 minutes or less. So it's a 60-mile gravel event. They keep calling it an event. I can tell you people were treating it like a race because it was the hardest thing I've done in a decade on a bike. So not very well trained, but I made the most of 10 weeks and it really paid off. So I met my goals. That's the most important thing. So I came in 10th place for my age group. There were 93 people in the 50 to 60-year-old age range, which is where I'm at. I came in 34th overall out of all people who entered the 60-mile course, and there were 545 of those. Of course, not all of those people were treating it like an aggressive racing event, but still I'm happy with that. My goal, again, was 3 hours and 20 minutes or less. I did it in 3 hours and 17 minutes, so done and dusted. Met my goals. My numbers are much better than I would have expected. So for those nerds out there who want to know a little bit more about the data stuff, real quick, 229 watts normalized power, 150 average heart rate. I mean, 150 average heart rate for 3 hours and 17 minutes. Yeah, it was hard. I've got scratchy throat, typical post-race. Got one more little number here to hang up onto my board of numbers, but that's the way following a smart coaching plan works. You can actually get really good results without a ton of time. Ideally, I would have a lot more time. So if I wanted to do this again, and I'll do it again next year, I may actually do the 100-mile one, but having more than 10 weeks to really try to adapt your physiology, especially in middle age, is better. Having a slow ramp up is better. Adjusting expectations, so I was competing against guys who were clearly on the race calendar and racing gravel races, and they were talking about cyclocross and mountain bike races. I haven't done any of that stuff, so they had a different tier of fitness. So I made the best of what I could. Overall, I'm way fitter today than I was 10 weeks ago. I think I was pretty healthy overall, but like to dial in and kind of lean into this gravel event, I think I get the most out of it I could possibly do in 10 weeks time. I definitely leaned into my history as a road cyclist. So I was a roadie for a long time. I was a Cat 1 cyclist. And if there was any little way I could get a draft or try to pick and choose people to follow, know when to kind of drop back, be humble enough to kind of cut my losses, I definitely went out way too hard. And I thought I was going to be blown up and I thought I would be out there all day getting back home. So I had to kind of like pick and choose and finesse the right time to go. Thankfully, my mountain biking skills came in handy. So there were some, a little mud pit section, a technical climb, sandy section, and a lot of people were hopping off their bikes. I didn't have to do that. So that was all a win. So I'm stoked. Now I am friggin' tired. I was cramping almost like the last hour and a half, like my adductors, my quads. And I was just trying to feather it, just trying to do the least amount of work possible to get through, and ideally to hang on to a couple of people that I was really trying to hang on to, these people that were like a tier over really where the pace that I wanted to be at. But I knew if I dropped from that group and I was by myself, it would have added at least 30 minutes onto my ride. And so I was like, well, I will do everything possible to stay with that group, which is what I did. Again, there was a couple group shuffles throughout the last couple hours. And so there you have it. Training works when you follow the science. And if you can be disciplined enough and have a thoughtful program, it works if you don't get distracted by nonsense fads and kind of over-promising and under-delivering. So I'm super stoked that I literally hit my exact goal of coming in 10th for my age group. And my time of sub 320 was perfect, just by luck, because I hadn't really ever done an event like this before. But I have a good sense of the bike racing world overall. So now I've got another event in 3 weeks. The FoCo Fondo, I'm doing a 3-day stage race, mountain bike stage race. That's going to be new. Not really sure. I need to kind of 24, 48 hours just kind of get my head straight and look at my numbers again. I guess I'm a serious recovery to do because I am pretty friggin' sore and tired right now, to see what I can do in 3 weeks' time for this next big event. And after that, I'm done with cycling events for the year. I want to get out and just kind of play a little bit more. I got some hikes coming up and do some strength training. So I've kind of put that on the back burner while I've been focusing so much on my cycling. And then actually it's going to be kind of training for the snow season. So that's got me that's already on my mind. So that's what's going on. If you have any questions about my training, again, my name is Aaron Shaw. This is the Durability Project, and it's been a behind-the-scenes look on what I do for training to be a middle-aged guy who's healthy and fit and active and trying to juggle real life. Real life certainly continues. There's always work to be doing, taking care of a family, doing work, buying a house, etc., etc. Real life responsibilities. But there is a way. I feel like we're all worth investing first and foremost into our own physical and emotional health. And without that, you've got nothing. So that has to be priority number one. So that's what I've been doing. If you want any guidance or tips, hit me up, send me a DM. I love working with select coaching clients who really want a unique experience and want to have absolute return on their investment of their time. Then that's what I do. So hit me up. And all for now, I'm going to go sit down because my legs are friggin' tired and kind of bask in the glory of meeting my goals. So you should do the same. All right. Thanks for following along.